Got a feeling that's about to happen.
That looks like a bad dude, too, to be honest with you.
All right, you just heard the comments from the helicopter there. Joined with Ali Shin here from the ACLU. Now, when that officer there in the helicopter said, looks like a bad dude, what do you take that as?
Yeah, we were particularly troubled by that statement. I think that what we're seeing, there's absolutely no way from a helicopter that somebody could tell if somebody is a good or a bad dude. I'm almost certain that that was a racially motivated attack on this man, and is further evidence that the Tulsa Police Department dehumanized Terrence Crutcher from the moment they arrived at the scene.
Okay, and I do want to point out for our audience, that was not broadcast to the other officers. It was simply the chatter inside the helicopter.
Sure, but I think it points to a culture that is really troubling in the Tulsa Police Department and in police departments across this country.
Okay. I do want to get to some of this video that we've actually seen here. We can pull it up behind us real quick, and I want to have you guys, from your perspective, I know the ACLU has called for criminal charges here, so talk us through what you notice here in this video. This is, the first part of the video that I want to show is actually Mr. Crutcher when he's walking with his hands up here, if we can get that pulled up. If we're not able to, that's fine. We'll go to this part here. This is the last part of the video, so explain what you're seeing in this video.
Yeah, so it's really hard to tell what we're seeing from this video, but what we are seeing is a man with his hands up who is not suspected of any crime, who the officers have admitted had no weapon on him, so who really posed no threat to the officers and will never again be able to go home to his family simply because he is a black man whose car broke down on the side of the road.
Now, what they say there is the fact that, you know, he was walking back to his car, and then the point of contention here is whether or not the window is up, window is down, did he reach for something? That is what the officer, Officer Shelby's, through her attorney, is saying happened. Obviously, his family has a different story here.
Yeah, and Officer Shelby has had a different story at another point. Again, I think we need to be really considering whether the information that is coming from this officer, from her attorney, from the department right now can be seen as truthful. From our perspective, the window is absolutely up and Mr. Crutcher was not reaching for anything. But again, there was no reason to believe that their lives were in danger here, and they killed him anyway.
Okay, and to that end, I want to ask you about the assertion that's come out over the past 24 hours that there may have been a vial of PCP, according to a police source telling Tulsa newspapers and televisions that a vial of PCP was found in the car, yet we don't have a toxicology statement yet or an official police report. Do you think this is trying to sway public perception towards the police, or is this simply trying to give a larger context?
It's entirely possible that it is trying to give a larger context. It's also possible they're trying to sway public opinion. The fact of the matter is simple drug possession, if he were indeed possessing drugs, or being under the influence of narcotics is not reason to be executed by your government. So, you know, again, I think we have to really consider whether or not the statements that are coming out of this department can be trusted right now. But even if he did have PCP in his car, that's not a reason for him to be shot and left dying in the street.
Is it relevant, though, to the larger framework of understanding what happened?
Absolutely not. No, it's completely irrelevant.
It's totally irrelevant
Totally
in this case.
irrelevant in this
Okay,
case.
I want to ask you about more of the ACLU statement here. I want to read a quote here. To remain silent is to be complicit, you said in the statement here about not speaking out about the death of Terrence Crutcher here. So if you don't speak out or post on Facebook, you somehow have Terrence Crutcher's blood on your hands?
You know, I think that that was directed particularly at law enforcement.
Okay.
We'd absolutely like to see the larger community of Oklahoma, of Tulsa, of this nation begin to have these really important conversations. So I think speaking out as citizens is appropriate, absolutely. But what we're really asking here in that statement is for law enforcement to start condemning the actions of bad cops, the horrific actions that are taking lives of men and women around this country, but disproportionately people of color. And we hear from law enforcement over and over again that, you know, these are isolated incidents, that the vast majority of police are good police. And we would say we're inclined to believe that. But if that's true, the good officers really need to be holding the bad officers accountable.
Okay, but you're making these judgments about good cops and bad cops, yet, you know, the findings haven't come down yet from the DA's office, from the Justice Department.
Yeah, absolutely, and we would certainly be interested in seeing what those reports show. We don't want to stand in the way of, you know, the criminal justice system here, but from what we've seen, Officer Shelley was not in her right to fire on this man, and that's something that other police departments should be calling out.